what I want to share with you, because it seems like God is bringing forth testimonies to encourage somebody, if not everybody in here. This is just to let you know that he loves you enough to where you don't have to walk out that door the same way you came in. He's here to heal, deliver, set free. Bishop planted a seed in me last week, and I don't even think he realizes how powerful the words was he gave to me. But it started, and first it humbled me, and it began to open up my spiritual mind to where the Lord can begin to give me revelation on what he said. And what he said was that your heart needs to be circumcised from your past. Your heart needs to be circumcised from your past. Because it's such a long story that I won't get into, but the most important thing is that some of us, we need our hearts circumcised from our past, because it's that attachment, and Debbie hit on it, Pastor Joni hit on it, Berta hit on it. If we keep being attached, having that unholy, intimate affair with our past, we are bound to keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. Now, when I got home and I began to think about that, and the scripture came to my mind, the woman with the issue of blood. Someone just said that. Okay. So I went back to the scripture and I'm reading. So the woman had these issue of blood. Okay. So I started to ponder, Lord, what are the issues in my life that's causing me to bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed to the point of death every time? Lord, why is it that I'm fasting and I'm praying and I'm trusting and I'm believing, and I'm fasting and I'm praying and I'm trusting and I'm believing, and I'm fasting and I'm reading and I'm praying and trusting and believing? And why is it that I'm doing everything that I think I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding? He says, don't you know that every issue in your life, I've already prepared the way of escape for you? And if it was not true, I would not have said it. He was standing in the midst of a crowd and asked, who touched me? He already knew the answer to the question before he said the question. But he said it as a witness to those around him of the power of God. So what are the issues in your life? Sometimes when I look out upon the crowd, that's why I just sometimes keep my eyes closed, because the Lord shows me things, but it's not about me. It's all right. And I just keep my mouth closed and I'll pray about it. Sometimes I see people coming in with such a dark cloud and wait. What are the issues in your life? Why must you continue bleeding in the same area that you have prayed, Lord, deliver me, but you keep going back because you have that uncircumcised heart to your path? You don't have to keep bleeding unto death. Didn't Jesus not say this thing is not unto death? Did he not say that about Lazarus? This thing is not unto death. Your issues, the enemy wants you to believe is for your death, your spiritual death, your physical death. It's not unto your death. Reach out and touch the hem of his garment. The teli of his tzitzit is what it says. The teli of his tzitzit. If you can reach out and touch just a string, that's all it takes. You don't have to keep bleeding. You don't have to keep suffering.